There we go. All right then. Right. Gonna give it a little second. I am aware I'm live right now. Probably should have done this beforehand, but didn't want to be like 10 minutes too late. Okay. Yeah, I think we should be good. Let me just check if everything's working on the stream here. There's a big old, I didn't even notice this. There's a big old end stream button in the corner. Echo. But okay. Looks good. All right. And then bada bing, bada. Fuck, no. God damn it. I just shut my headphones off. There we go. Okay, wonderful. All right. Let me just do the post, and then we can get started. This one, right? Yes. If anyone knows to a better way to like properly announce to my channel that I'm like streaming that way, because I feel a little bad about like whenever we start right off the bat that maybe not everyone that wants to join is in, because you know YouTube's like notification services are, you know, absolute dog shit, as we all know. Did you know? Oh my! Do you know that the remaster version is the non-preferred version on the Spotify? The original. Really? Okay, yeah, we're okay. So we were gonna get into this with this album, of course, the Ghost Pop tape by Devon. Is it Devon Hendryx or Devon Hendryx? I actually have no idea, but regardless, the previous moniker of currently now JPEG Mafia. Yeah. So this track list is absolutely fucking insane, and we'll get to it in a second here. I mean, here we can see it on Album of the Year. Just 18 tracks, 52 minutes. But for those unaware, on Spotify, the tape has like 40 songs, and it's like 2 fucking hours. And I was like, oh my god, I don't want to listen to like 2 hours of music. But this is just a remaster with the original like stacked on top of it. He changed the pronunciation. Okay, perfect. I will follow suit and change the pronunciation depending on what I'm feeling. But yeah, so like this, I was like, oh my god, this is 40 tracks, but half of these are remasters. Then there's some like original tracks stacked on top of it. Then there's some of their own like Bandcamp exclusive tracks or whatever. I guess I'm gonna do the original. I mean, I really don't know, because like you know, it's JPEG Mafia, like, you know, he as we all know, loves changing the mix of songs after they've already released, which, you know, can't really blame him for that necessarily. Oh, there's my Google. Oh, leaked my account. Oh, yeah, well, I know his real middle name is Devon, but that doesn't, I don't know how that's pronounced. I think it changes, no? Okay. But okay, what I was saying, sorry, I keep getting distracted. As I'm putting up the Genius lyrics as well. There we go. I think I might honestly just put a poll in chat about whether I should listen to the regular versions of the songs or the remastered. I am leaning towards remastered because I'm inclined to believe that the remastered are better mixes, given Peggy has just gotten better as like a mix and master and producer in general. Especially, these are like 2023 remasters, but then, you know, there's also the Scaring the Hose incident where he changed the mix on all the tracks and everyone hated it. So yeah, I really don't know. And if anything too, I can always like listen to the either one that I don't listen to. I can always re-listen to the one on my own time. Like, I just hope it's not like a like offline online situation here where like one of them is just a significantly better piece of work. Okay. There's more songs on the OG. Many are just sped up. What, like the tempo? You mean? Or what? What's like nightcore? Wait. What the fuck? Wait. I'm also looking. So okay, I'm looking at these track lists. Yeah, some of them are like significantly longer than other ones. What the fuck? This is so messy. This is so messy. I'm so. Oh God, what a just what a mess. What a mess. Oh, now what? Now the Genius page isn't doesn't even exist for it. What is going on? The remaster speeds up some song. But like when you say speed up, do you mean like Nightcore speed up or just kind of like a more reasonable speed up? Because if it's like Nightcore, I want to listen to the original. But if it's like if it's just like a slightly faster tempo, again, I've also listened to like virtually no early JPEG Mafia or I get Devon Hendryx, I guess. Where are the wait? Where are the lyrics? There's no lyrics page. What is going on? Okay, I mean, I guess we can go to the to Bandcamp. Okay, here's. Dude, I actually have no fucking clue. I did not realize the lyrics got taken down. Why are the lyrics gone? Wait, chat. I didn't even know you could do this on Genius. You could take the lyrics off, and it says there's a link that says like look at the lyrics here, and it just leads to nothing. Fuck lyrics. Yeah, I just want to cuz I like to have the lyrics up when I listen because I'm bad at catching a lot of the words off the first rip. Um is there any does anyone know is there a spot where I can find proper lyrics for this record? Like any website? Cuz I was looking it up and apparently someone was saying Bandcamp that has all the lyrics too. Uh oh wait, I think I might have found something. Okay, yeah, it's is this a website all about what is AZ lyrics? Okay, whatever. This works. I think I found lyrics gang. Okay, wonderful. Let's get back to the proper intro. I also see original is winning, so I think we're going to do the original. Um yeah, okay. Wonderful. Oh, sorry, Kendrick sit again. Okay. Yeah, I think we're ready to get started. Sorry about all of the hubbub. We're already 9 minutes and we have not even started. Um, so yeah, I've heard with this record, I've heard really, really good things, and I'll be honest, I've been pretty reluctant to check out earlier JPEG Mafia stuff. Honestly, just out of like laziness. Like I really don't like I've heard some stuff like what's it called? Like he has like a bunch of Neon Kitchen songs, right? I think I heard that. And then there's another one on here that I heard a lot. I also heard the Call Me Maybe cover, yes, because that he put that on the director's cut of Veteran, I think. Or did he? No, he might not have. I might have just listened to it as like a single. Oh no, you know, I listened to it as a single for the JPEG Mafia song bracket. Um okay. Um yeah, so like I was saying, I'm pretty nervous because you know I'm always nervous when we listen to a good album here. If we can go to, yeah, we'll go to album of the year here again. As you guys can see, pretty nutty track scores we've got here. Some 90s, some high 80s, and the tape itself is stuck at an 86. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm very excited to hear like this foundation of like what we know modern JPEG Mafia to be now. Um, Yeah, I mean, especially if it's you know if it's this good. Sorry, I keep clicking the wrong thing too. For why it's zooming in and zooming out. But yeah, I mean, I guess without further ado, let's get started. Or actually, one thing further ado, of course, I mean, I announced it, but for those who don't know, at the end of stream, we are going to be dropping the experimental rap sample breakdown. It's coming out today. Right now it's scheduled for 3 p.m., but what I'm going to do is just whenever I finish this reaction, I'm going to make it go public, and then you guys can have the pleasure of watching it once the stream ends. Or not. I mean, it'll be around, so you don't have to listen to it directly when the stream ends, but yeah, it will be dropping at the end of stream. So, yeah, that'll be fun. I'm very excited for this one. There's some pretty sick samples on there. So, yeah, it'll be pretty epic in my opinion. Okay. Anyways, the original track list goes. I'm gonna actually have to keep it up here so I can see it, because that's another thing with the Spotify version. All the track lists are like the track list is completely out of order. Okay, track number 1, Ballad of a Poor Man, 3 minutes 14 seconds. This looks to be it, which is track number 18 on this original version, or this remastered plus original version on Spotify. Okay. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet as well. Also, apologies if you hear my dog in the background. Oh. Yes, sir. Watch Matt Villainy versus Food. That is, I would argue that's still my greatest video. Maybe. I mean, it's my longest, I believe, so. Hardest I've worked on a video, for sure. God, there were so many fucking samples on that. Yeah, I've heard this is... I didn't know it's a concept album necessarily, but I have heard that this is, like, a very depressing listen. And yeah, already kind of sounding like this with this very, you know, like, reverbed out synth work that we've got going on here. I like the notification sound. That was pretty funny. It feels pretty quintessential, like, early JPEG Mafia. So he would have been, what is he, like 36, 37 now, I think? I think he was 89 born, 2013. That would make him 24, right? Am I correct? Yeah, 2024, 23, 24, damn. So, yeah, this really is like early shit, man. That's crazy. And it feels like a completely different character almost, like from just off jump. Very like almost unconfident, like, you know, forlorn. This gives the same vibes as I'm racist. Yeah, I still like there's some level of like directness here with Peggy lyrics that I really always appreciate. He doesn't really beat around the bush often. Real as fuck. Yes, I did hear that too. With the his, you know, because he was in Japan for a minute. And then yeah, he made this WoW in Japan. Which is pretty cool. I mean, shout out Japan. I'm also gonna turn it up a little bit, the slightest bit. It does sound like it's been recorded in a bathroom so far. Oh. Was that was that a slow Nelly like ah? Hold up. Right here. I can't tell if that was him that moaned or was that the Nelly. Did he hit the Nelly? Oh. Brittany? Creepy little outro here. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting start so far. I actually, if you guys don't mind, I want to, just for this song I probably am, I want to check out the remaster version because I will say that song was kind of mixed like dog shit. It was cool, but yeah, the vocals, and I know we were saying you record the whole thing in the bathroom, but like I don't know, if it's purposely done like this, I get it, I guess, but I don't know, it felt very poorly mixed. So let's see I want to just see the remaster here. Oh, it is sped up, yeah. Okay, yeah, so it sounds just a little louder, honestly. And yeah, pitched up. So it doesn't, yeah, no major changes there, I guess. But yeah, so as a first song, that was a very intriguing intro, I'll say. I will say I got into it a lot more as it kept going. I like the melody that Peggy was hitting. It just, yeah, my biggest issue just probably had to be the mixing. It's very like, I mean, I get it, lo-fi kind of sound, you know. But I don't know. That is something like my ears personally, I can't really stand. I get very miffed when the mixing isn't like exactly how I want it to be. But maybe this is the kind of thing where as I get more used to it throughout the album, it'll retroactively become better, like that kind of thing. So I'm gonna try to not make too big a deal out of it because I don't want to be like, oh, the mixing on like every single track, especially if it's like more intentionally done, you know. So yeah, interesting first track. I don't know if I would give it a like myself, but yeah, it was something. There was elements of it that I liked for sure. Moving to track number 2 now, a lot shorter, only a minute and a half. Heart emoji. Looks like this one doesn't have lyrics either. Interesting. So we got a nice little ambient piece here. Yeah, I mean pretty sick pretty sick stuff we got going on here. I love that guitar that's buried super deep in there. Those weird like distorted synthy sounds. Almost gave me a little bit of Tricks Point Never vibes at first. Granted I did recently listen to what's it called, Replica, and his new record I listened to a few months back, so I've been kind of on a Tricks Point Never kick, so to speak. But it definitely reminds me of that a little bit. But yeah, obviously some unique flares too. He didn't really play with like electric guitars as much as this is. But yeah, I you know, as someone getting way more into ambient stuff, I feel like this could definitely get added to the ambient playlist. So far, at least. Yeah, dude, I do know the third Untitled is the outro. We might listen to one of the bonuses though, like Sakura. Whoa. I like this a lot now. Damn, so short though. So short. Wish it could have gone a little longer, but that was a really nice ambient track there. I like that a lot. When the bass came in and that siren, that actually built the intensity was pretty crazy. Also, I completely unrelated, but I hope you guys enjoy the thumbnail. I was really thinking about what to do because I was like, there's no way I can show this cover. Like, you can literally almost see his fucking dick and balls on the cover. So I had to pixelate it, and I was like, oh, what do I do? And I was like, oh, the Joker's on it. Let me just be the Joker. I'm the Joker, baby. Yeah, we might listen to Sakura as like a bonus. Depends on how I'm feeling. Maybe if I fucking hate this album, probably not, but I doubt that. But yeah, that was way more enjoyable than the first song, in my opinion. Even this early, Peggy had a really decent grasp of captivating production, which I think is super cool. Although it's so different to what I'd ever expect from like modern Peggy now. Like his style has evolved and changed so much throughout the years. So it is really a trip to listen back to stuff like this and be like, wow, he used to be on this timing. Dude, I feel like completely unrelated again. I feel like my stutter has gotten worse since I've started streaming. I don't know if anyone else can attest to that, but that's pretty nuts. I don't like it. Moving on though. HBK. One of the more popular songs on here, 1 million streams. I guess we'll find out what HBK stands for soon as well. Alright, so lyrically, I'm a little confused so far. He's just kind of been saying, I'm a sexy boy and I'm your boy toy, which, again, I cannot, like, emphasize. Could you imagine modern Peggy saying, like, being on this timing? Yeah. Like, bruh. What happened, man? What happened? We need, you know, feminine, like, flamboyant kind of Peggy. We need this era back. Like, All My Heroes Are Cornballs especially. I felt like that was just so sick, you know? Because that's the true confidence in your masculinity, when you're not afraid to act a little feminine, you know? Since the Joker and Batman webcam is slightly transitioned, you possibly make it out. The full webcam footage of him is seen in the okay, first of all, I didn't know this. There's a song called Mother's Milk. That has to be a boys reference, I'm sure. But you can see his dick and balls in the music video of this, like... I mean, I'd rather not, but that's, I guess, an interesting piece of lore. I'm really liking this, though, sound-wise. Interesting effects on the vocals, too. Almost runs to, like, 808s.
You just a sexy boy, sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy, boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy, sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy, boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy, sexy boy. I'm not your.
Okay, I mean, like, yeah, this to me is definitely one where it's the vocals are not caught up to the production. The production is really nice. I really like this, like, it's almost like kind of poppy, which is kind of weird. Like, I know that this album's supposed to be playing with like some more pop elements. I didn't really expect it like this though, and I really like just the doo-doo-doo, like that descending line. That's really nice. It's just, I mean, the chorus is a little repetitive though. I feel like it's not really hitting me as much as it should. The vocal effects are cool though. Right, like these vocal effects, it feels like straight out of the Kanye playbook for sure, right? Like 808s, maybe even like, you know, Runaway kind of style with the guitar kind of vocoder almost thing. But not that that's a bad thing. I just think, you know, pretty wearing the influences on its sleeve, I'm sure. I like that little part at the end, like the woo in the vocals. That was funny with the effects that was on it. Okay, that was definitely my favorite production-wise, like I said, and vocally, I mean, it wasn't bad by any means. It just wasn't like crazy, I think. Like he's just kind of saying, "I'm a sexy boy, I'm your boy toy," which, I mean, you know, that's fun for like a chorus or a verse, but it feels like the whole song was kind of that. Um I mean, maybe there's some like deeper theme that I'm missing. Is this song about porn? That could be, I mean, I guess that could be the case. We also didn't figure out what HBK means. Also, thank you so much, by the way, in chat for all of the like the lore. Because I really, like I said, I know nothing about this era. So all of this lore, I mean, assuming that you guys aren't lying to me, but I trust y'all. Thank you guys for the lore, because I think a lot of it is really interesting. HBK was originally titled Air Guitar because he made the guitar sounds with his mouth. Yeah, like, I mean, that's pretty cool if that's, you know, what he did production-wise. Like, and I know I've heard that before, people doing, like, you know, I mean, I was just talking about with Runaway, where, like, you know, you have the vocals that sound like the guitar with the way that they're, like, mixed. It's cool. I like that effect a lot. Honestly, I mean, I think air guitar might be a little better of a title. What is HBK though? I might honestly, I kind of just want to look this up, see if I'm missing anything obvious here. Oh, okay. I knew I would not get this. HBK is a wrestler, Shawn Michaels, known by nicknames the Heartbreak Kid, often abbreviated as HBK. Of course, it's a wrestling reference. It's, yeah, I mean, of course. Okay, anyways, yeah. We're moving now to a short one here, 27 seconds, Violent Fighting to Come Again. So we'll probably just let this run into track number 5, Behold a Pale Horse. Top 4 favorite album for me. Really? Okay. I mean, I'm like I said, I saw like very high ratings for this, so I'm hoping like we really get like some like generational songs here. He interprets his theme on the song. Oh, I could, yeah, that would make sense a lot too. He's played with the WWE themes. Okay. Anyways, that was HBK. I just clicked it. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. Also, am I crazy? This is way fucking louder. I didn't turn the volume up at all. I really hope he's not sampling porn here. Are those moans from porn? Alright, pretty nice little interlude there. I feel like I'm liking the interludes more than the actual songs right now.
You can't sleep? We're almost there.
Well, the vocals actually seem like they're mixed kind of competently here. Is it out of order? What do you mean? I'm looking at the order I'm looking at is right here. You can see I'm going off the album of the year track list because I believe this is the original track list of the record. But yeah, on the Spotify version, it's like all of the track lists are all like out of whack. So I'm like trying to they might be out of order on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? But I think we have the right order so far. Wait, what? Oh my god. No, I'm so sorry. You're absolutely right. I didn't even catch this. What the fuck? Why is... How did I click this? What the fuck? Why is it... Oh. I was on shuffle. I was on shuffle. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Oh my god. I was gonna say because the lyrics weren't matching there for a second. What the fuck? Okay. We're fixed. It has been fixed. Violent fighting to come again. Behold the pale horse is next. Okay. Sorry about that. I like that song a lot though. Whatever that previous one was. I didn't even catch the name. Yes, you are correct. I think yeah, my issue was I just accidentally had it on shuffle and it played into the wrong one. Getting some rapping here right now, actually. Yeah, I was gonna say, so far, like, we've gotten very little actual rapping from Peggy, which is pretty crazy to me. I mean, I know it's the Ghost pop tape, so I guess it's not that crazy, but yeah, I mean, it's nice to hear a little rappers in here, even if, again, it's not mixed very well. And I am starting to think the remaster has, like, slightly better mixing, but for the sake of listening to the original, and because we're already on the original, I'm going to keep it with the original, and I'm going to not comment on the mixing unless it is, like, absurdly bad, and it's, like, funny. I don't mind it here. I think here the lo-fi kind of, like, lowish vocals work pretty well. Maybe, like, turn them up the slightest bit, but I think it works with the song's vibe that it's going for. I don't think I'm not listening to air guitar, no. Oh. Okay, you just killed a guy. Wait, sorry, I keep pausing it, but We don't believe in your Greek philosophy. Fiends got me in debt with the hostels. I like just cutting off the end of the word philosophy to make it rhyme. That's really funny to me.
Welfare checks on deck, what up though? Rich kids brag cause they ain't got to. Worry about rent on a loan from Carno. I wish I was there, but I can't afford to. Bury myself cause that coffin cost you. So fuck out my face with that gospel. They lied, anything ain't possible. Tell mom to pay my rent, and I swear on the sun I'll survive off Twinkies and popsicles.
Oh, interesting. With the next song, MUGEN. Only MUG is better than the remaster. He removes. Okay, I mean, no, we'll see. Again, I might, after we do this album, listen to like some of the remasters, like other than just the first track, just to like see what differences there are and like skim through them, because I'm curious now. But yeah, we're sticking with the original for now.
What you cats know about EBTs and VCRs in 03? I met a bitch and told her fuck me on a low key. I stuck her up and gave my mama all the proceeds. Cause you don't want it with me, white girl. I'ma take you down through that. Shit you never knew that. Everybody wanna be black until they get that first ticket and then they never come back. Well, that's cool. I'm going to the gym in the summertime, still alone.
Good for you. Go to the gym. I'm going to the gym tonight as well. That's a funny line too. These white kids don't want the harsh life. They said, what you want to be? I said Posh Spice. Also, 5 years they're looking for a remedy. Gave me one shot like the driver did Kennedy. Didn't he? I mean, oh, actually, no. Well, that's the conspiracy, right? That it was, people were like, oh, it was one bullet, but it was, yeah. Not getting into that. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite so far, I think. Like, lyrically, I would like to hear more rapping stuff here. Because I felt like even on this track, the melodic elements were the weakest so far. There's the title. Yeah, these titles are like weird for even Peggy standards too. Some of them, at least. Mugen is an old dude. You are actually coming in so clutch with the lore. Thank you so much, IHC M5D. Old PC game based on Mortal Kombat's The Street Fighter, with its purpose being a fully moddable game with user-made enemies and fighters. Yeah, that does sound something that'd be right up Peggy's alley. That's pretty sick, honestly. Like modding in fighters for a Mortal Kombat game. And behold, a pale horse is a conspiracy. How like documented is the lore for this album? Like, I'm like shocked to believe that all of these songs have like niche obscure references in like their titles and lyricisms, and like everyone has figured it out. That's nuts. And I do appreciate it. I do like all these, like, this is what they call elite ball knowledge, right? To know all of this shit. But yeah, okay, so that was Behold a Pale Horse. Like I said, my favorite. I think production was pretty nice. I am really consistently really enjoying this lo-fi production sound. It has just such a twinge, or like a tinge, not twinge, tinge of like weirdness that Peggy's like production is known for. But it's still like very poppy and mellow and melodic, and it's like it's weird because I would almost consider it kind of upbeat almost, but then the lyricism and like the way that the vocals are mixed, it comes off as reminds me again of the previous reaction here we did with Edward Skeletrix, where like the vocal stylings gives it like a very darkish feel to it, you know? I'm also seeing, yeah, people are saying too, I've seen a few comments saying like that this album is very much a grower. So yeah, I am very excited to like re-listen to it for sure. Always make sure to re-listen to your albums, kids out there. All right, one listen is not enough. If it's an album that you can't articulate your thoughts on yet, give it another listen. I know it's annoying sometimes to re-listen, but the first listen is to find everything and understand it. The second listen is to understand what you like and don't like. You know what I mean? But okay, now get into track number 6. Yes, track number 6. Mugen, M-M-U-G-E-N, whatever the pronunciation. This looks to be another instrumental one. Oh, I hear some vocals in the back. What does he say? I just heard him say bitch. Is this a sample from the game? This sounds like a sample from the game for sure. Oh, and this is the rapping you meant that's removed in the remaster. Okay, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. We'll listen to this one, the remaster version after this too, because I'm curious what it sounds like without the rapping. Because I actually like it as like a background texture for sure. We'll skim through the remaster because I did see it's twice the length. This is really cool. I really like the rapping being used as like a percussive element almost. It reminds me sometimes of like, you know how like, I mean not just Drake. I was gonna say Drake, but like Memphis rap especially, like that Memphis rap style, like like that flow is used in like, especially Suicide Boys is another good example. That flow, they use that flow in classic Memphis rap records and use that as like percussion almost. It's very cool. And it's kind of like what we got going on here, which I like a lot. And just that chopped like vocal sample. Oh, okay. Now we got this deep ass like cinematic ending. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Another really nice little ambient kind of interlude, which again, these are turning out to be my favorites so far, which is pretty funny. Let's check out this remaster though. We'll get So the chop is still in there. It does seem like the rapping in the beginning is gone. Yeah, so it just sounds like a slightly better mixed, extended, and yeah, not too much like changes about it. So yeah, I mean, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. Anyways, now getting to track 7. Woo! Progress, baby, progress. Porn for percussion. So I'm a little afraid of this one. I'm not gonna lie, just off the title. I really hope it's not gonna pull like a P power and like sample like the Oh god. Oh god. I just looked at the lyrics. I'm so scared. Yeah, title of the track ain't a lie. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Okay, I'll say melodically so far, this is definitely the most enjoyable Peggy's been, I think. So that's pretty nice. I hope we kind of improve in this direction. I don't even necessarily know why I like it more here right now, but I'll say, yeah, definitely fucking with it a little bit more than previous tracks. I keep reading the. I'm so mad. I keep reading the lyrics ahead of time. I'm getting spoiled, bro. Okay, I need to keep it like. Okay, I think I'm keeping the lyrics like where I'm going down gradually every time. I think that's kind of like a. What's it called? What is it you read off of? Teleprompter. Take me outside. Dude, he samples the song in Dark Skin Manson as well. That's pretty cool. Okay, I am so confused here because the production behind him is like beautiful right now. Like the way that like that little piano line was so sexy, and then like these like it's like almost like strings it sounds like, and the way it's building the percussion I think is building up in a really nice place. But then you just got him whispering, he's just going, suck that cock, suck like it like I just this is such an interesting contrast. I guess I guess I respect it for like the concept here, because I mean this is definitely playing most into the concept of like porn addiction. Um, yeah, I mean bold. I'll say bold, a bold idea. Oh, and this is the part that he samples. That makes sense actually. Oh, what is that? I used to think I couldn't be without you. It sounds like the KSI song. What the fuck? No, that has to be an interpolation on the KSI song, right? Lighter? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, that's not him? Oh, that actually makes sense. That makes sense. Regardless, still the suck that cock, suck that cock, suck that cock whispering not my thing personally. Dude, I cannot get over that. That's the same I used to think I couldn't be without you, be without. That's from fucking the KSI song Lighter, or it's like a he like works with like a DJ too. That one could be a different sample for all I fucking know. I don't really listen to KSI that much, but that's really funny that it has a similar, such a similar melody. What a weird connection. I will say, we'll let this one end, but I will say that wasn't necessarily porn for percussion. I mean, he did sample porn, it seems like, but like that was more just kind of, I mean, I guess it was added in a percussive context, but I was thinking more like it would be like a, I was thinking for it'd be like a moan and then like a moan clap sound or some shit, or like the bass and the 808s are gonna be like, whoa, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Okay. Also, I'm seeing there's a lot of Untitled's, and I also see you said Untitled 4 was released during the BBC era. Untitled Black Ben Carson, you perverts. Untitled on LP is technically Untitled 5. Interesting. That's pretty cool, actually, going back to like his roots, kind of like that, because I know Untitled 5, or the Untitled on Offline, that came out like 2021, right? So, but okay. As for this song. Melodically was very strong, like I said, in moments. The suck the cock thing was probably my least favorite, although I get it, like sampling the porn for percussion. I get the concept. It's just not like, I don't know, it's just a concept that I don't find very worth diving into necessarily. Like I just don't like, I don't know. I like, cuz this is what I'm always torn. I don't want to be like, "Oh, this song is bad because it says suck that cock over and over again. Because, like, that's intentional, obviously. It's called porn for percussion. But it's just the kind, like, at the same time, just having a concept, I don't think necessarily makes it good. It makes it interesting, but it doesn't make it necessarily good, right? And so biasedly, I mean, naturally, subjectively, as a man with biases, sorry, also, I just slapped my desk, and now it's shaking. Everything's shaking. I just didn't really appreciate that, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd go back to that song with the suck that cock, but it was interesting. I will for sure give it that. It was interesting, and it was interesting. That's really the best way to describe it, I guess. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad by any means. There was a lot of moments I liked. It just was strange. So, I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe this is the kind of thing where it really is just going to grow on you. And when I, like, kind of disassociate from the lyrics, it becomes, like, a way more enjoyable song experience. But okay, now, getting to track number 8 might be the longest on the album. Yeah, it looks like the second longest on the album besides the Call Me Maybe cover. Or actually, wait, no, I'm stupid. Okay, we actually have the untitled, track number 8 is the untitled interlude. I'm assuming it's an interlude again. And then we'll let it run into track number 9, God Bless My Homegirls, which that track number 9, is the second longest. Again, really nice production. Like, I'm loving these interludes. When he really makes just the instrumentals take the foreground, you know? Percussion especially, I love that little doo thing in the percussion. That was really nice. We'll let it run, though. Again, really nice percussion here. I really like this little drum rhythm. This is an instrumental from Joe Chill World of Rockwood Escape Plan. Oh, interesting. One of the Neon Kitchen instrumentals. Are you saying this song or Untitled? Huh. You know what I think it is with the singing on here and why it's a little hit or miss for me? I've always said this, and it is the funniest thing to me about Peggy's music. His singing voice does share a lot of, like, tonal similarities with Drake, ironically enough. Like, there's a lot of moments where he's singing and I'm like, oh my god, he sounds exactly like Drake. But here, like, he kind of, and I think Drake's a great singer a lot of the time, right? So that's not even necessarily a bad thing. I really like Drake's tone of voice, and in the same way, I like Peggy's tone of voice when he does a more melodic thing on his more recent stuff, I would say. Here, though, it feels like he's going very whispery and, like, less, like, confidence behind the singing, which I understand it's an earlier project of his, but that lack of confidence, I feel like, well, it may play into the themes of, like, I guess, depression and porn addiction. Like, he's kind of giving me, like, Chud vibes on this album. But like while that plays into it, I just find that it's less sound wise, it's less interesting to me, and it feels like halfway in one door, halfway in the other, you know. He does hit these like some of these really nice like melodic pockets. Like this is a pretty like 16, like that's pretty catchy. But I just wish he sang it a little bit like more melodic almost, so to speak. He did do a Drake cover. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Also, the remastered version of the song is 7.5 minutes. That's a little nuts. What did he do to make it that much longer? I'm also noticing like lyrically a lot. It's very samey. Like it's just kind of the very common where it's like this the same line over and over again, or like different variations of the same line. Um, so like I mean like I don't know. I feel like we're not like this concept of like that you like people are talking about, especially in the album that your reviews. It feels like it's not really hitting its stride yet. I guess just with the lack of like lyrical focus on it. Oh, I guess it could be more of like a sound concept, so to speak, but I don't know. Just feels a little like I don't know. There could be more packed into these. I do like these little like I don't know if it's him doing it, but like these like oh like in the percussion, fun little ad libs. Oh, he joined the. Oh, interesting. So he just merged the two tracks together. Oh yeah, interesting. Yeah, I see that. Such weird like creative choices. Yeah, I am catching, like, the way he talks about sex, it doesn't even feel like he necessarily enjoys it. It just kind of, okay, this is going to be kind of, should I even make this comparison? But, okay, I've been watching a lot of Euphoria again recently. I've been watching season 3. And one thing I will give Euphoria, and I mean, there's a lot to be said about Sam Levinson, how he's kind of a creep and kind of an awful director, but, good cinematography, and that's kind of it. But one thing I will say about Euphoria is the way it portrays sex as like very cold and not passionate at all is interesting. I think it's a captivating way of portraying it because a lot of the time in like in movies and stuff with sex scenes, it's portrayed as very steamy and like, oh, sexy. I mean, for lack of a better word, Euphoria, the TV show, on HBO Max. But yeah, the way it's portrayed in Euphoria is very interesting because it kind of goes against that, and it makes it seem like it's almost a chore, which is like I understand it where it plays into the themes too of the show, right? That is one thing I could praise Euphoria for, and that is one thing I'm feeling a similar kind of thing with this album, where like he's rapping a lot about sex and like sexual stuff, but the way he talks about it, it almost just feels like more escapism and just kind of a doing it for the sake of doing it, which I think is cool. I think that's a little cool like way of approaching that with the themes that this album seems to be going for. And even with the way it's mixed, like it like the unconfident kind of like meandering mixing style, you know, it's I mean, it's no D'Angelo, let's just say that. R.I.P. D'Angelo. I don't really get this part too, where he's the little interludes into where he's saying "Jesus bless my friends." Also, you've never heard of Euphoria with Zendaya, Hunter Schafer, Sydney Sweeney, Jacob Elordi? Maybe those are ringing some bells at all. I mean, no shame if you haven't. I'm actually just pretty surprised given how popular the show is. It's a TV show. I get you, though. I'm also not tapped in on movies like that. That is one of my goals in the future, to try to be a little more tapped in on the cinema TV scene, you know? There's a lot of good shit out there. Yeah, okay, so... My hands going in your thought. Ew. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that was probably the driest, most uncomfortable, maybe not the most, but that was a very dry, uncomfortable description of sex. And that kind of made me, like, itchy almost. So, if done intentionally, fair enough. And you know what? I think we'll just transition into the next track, Missing Image File, here for the sake of, because it seems like these two tracks are kind of like meant to be connected. So we'll just go into Missing Image File here. Yeah, pretty good transition. More porn moans. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's very intentionally portrayed as uncomfortable, which I think is, like, you know, there's a lot to be said about that, but there's many with moaning, my friend. Missing Image File included. My friend, you've just joined in on the Ghost Pop Tape live reaction. I hope you enjoy your stay. See, that's crazy that you're saying that this one is the one you remember as the moaning song. Half of these songs are the moaning song. What about Porn Percussion? That one has moaning in it too. Holy though. I mean, this one I actually like quite a bit, even if it's lyrically not doing a lot again. Just, I got what you want, tell me what you want, I know what you want, girl. Like, pretty much the same thing over and over again, but this one's a nice little vibe, I guess. Sounds very similar to the previous track, though, which, I mean, I guess makes sense. But, I don't know, it doesn't really stand on its own as much. Oh, well, actually, might have spoken too soon. This little glitch thing is pretty nice. Yeah, that one must have been really bad out of context. Just yeah, yeah. I'm sorry about that, Kraken. I'm sorry. I hope you understand what the context now. But okay, that little like stretch with God Bless My Homegirls and missing image file here, pretty nice overall, I'll say. Even though there was stuff to critique about the songs, I felt instrumentally they were pretty nice. Which I'm noticing is pretty much a very consistent theme across this record so far as we approach. I mean, we're actually past the halfway point now officially, I think. Yeah, instrumentally speaking, very cool. Like I really like this lo-fi kind of stuff. Despite some of the stranger mixes on this album, but like lyrically and vocally speaking, Peggy's doing very little for me, I will say, pretty consistently. So yeah, I mean, and as someone who like really does hold a lot of importance with the vocals of songs and like what the artist performance is actually doing, I don't know. I don't see a lot of replayability with a lot of these so far, but you know, again, that's just my opinion. Could also be a grower. I will absolutely listen to this re-listen to this in the future to see. But yeah, okay, moving to now Untitled 2. I also like in the original, like the way that they're numerated, like the numbers on the songs are like, it's like a superscript, so it looks like it says Untitled squared. This one also apparently does have lyrics as well. Yeah, I agree, Kraken, with the moaning fascination. It just seems like it's some sort of deeper concept about sex and porn addiction. I mean, I kind of get it. Like, this album feels like post-nut depression. That's my best way of describing it. Montebello High School Prom is a great song, by the way. I have listened to that one. On Joe Chill World. Yeah, I like this little like plucky synth here. Yeah, he really liked the moaning all the way up until, like, even Veteran asked some of it, I think. And Cornballs as well, but that one makes more sense given what that album's about. Is moaning a constant vaporwave? Granted, I haven't heard a lot of vaporwave, so... But the many vaporwave tracks I've heard, there's not a lot of moaning. Not any, actually, in fact. I'm gonna say with this track too, again, I'm gonna say the thing. This is giving me pretty yoinky and splinky vibes. I'm sorry, I'll never forget that comment that someone left on New Black History. It's just the top comment saying yoinky splinky beat. I love calling songs yoinky and splinky now. It's so funny to me. But this one is very yoinky and splinky. What? Fuck on my toothbrush? Is that what he just said? Yeah, he said fuck with my toothbrush. Also, he was saying Montebello High School Prom. I didn't even catch that. Okay, yeah, we'll let it finish out. Again, a pretty nice little interlude. I will say that was probably my least favorite of them. I did like that kind of like splinky thing there. But, you know, I don't know. It just felt the least intriguing. And I feel like we're definitely reaching a point of fatigue for some of these instrumentals. Like these low, mellow, synthy, lo-fi, kind of hypnotic kind of sounds. Yeah, vaporwavy kind of sounds. It just feels like a little bit. I would like some more variety, I would say. Yeah. So, I mean, we're hopefully headed in for a good one here with Neon Kitchen 4. It's got a pretty high rating. Let's see what we got, and then we also got the Call Me Maybe cover, which I do like a decent bit, coming up soon. Heartbreaking. Interesting. Let's see. I'd love for there to be some good, like, lyrical content. Like the little bird noise in there, too. This sounds like, now that you mentioned Vaporwave, like, this sounds to me like it's gonna just bust in a full 80s, like, drum pattern, like blinding light shit. I mean, that's not 80s, but you know what I'm saying. 80s impersonation. 80s nostalgia, so to speak. Right? You guys can hear that? I will say not his highest rated album. I believe that's Offline. I think that is a 90 on Album of the Year, which is pretty nuts. Although I will say, this is crazy to me that this is rated higher than like something like I Lay Down My Life for You. Like, am I crazy? In my neon kitchen. Oh, we got some rapping here. I'm so clean, I feel like I'm a coke fiend. I got no friends, I'm so mean. In my world, I'm still king. My neon crown is shine. You got me blind. I don't want you fake girls. I live in this fake world. I wish this was real life. My words cut like a steel knife. I have no son. All right, I will say this one I'm very much not amazing or anything, but I very much like the lyrics so far here. Like some of the stuff that he's saying, it definitely gives me more of that, like, definitely playing into the themes again, which I like. And yeah, I guess I just on this prefer Peggy when he's rapping than when he's singing, because the melodic stuff has really done very little for me overall. But the rapping is still, like, I feel like I would love to hear some more rap stuff here. On this one is not remastered. Okay, interesting. Neon shirts, neon shoes, bitch, I got the neon blues. I'm going on a neon cruise. Neon whites, neon Jews. We don't want no neon blacks because they can't fucking neon act. Okay, this might be stupid to me though. What does he mean by, why is he calling everything neon? What does he mean by neon Jews and like neon whites and neon blacks? Like I'm in a pack. Neon dogs, neon cats. I really hope that's something I can say. I genuinely don't know. Decent chorus too. Neon is a safe place. Alright, I mean, like, what is neon food? Neon surgery? He also said, got my plate, sang my tune, neon fork, neon spoon. I don't get it. It's not a dream of his. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, sounds like it. I mean, I don't have neon lights, but I have LED lights going on right now. So you know, I can relate, I suppose. But this is another one of my favorites. I'll say. I just like think the rapping is pretty good on here. What he's saying is kind of strange, but you know, I'll take it. It's charming in a weird way. For like younger Peggy, just vibrant and colorful. I believe like a life you cannot achieve in this. Yeah, so like maybe just neon, like a neon thing represents almost like just an idealized form of life. Like a very simple, just bright, sunny kind of, you know, vibrant. Yeah, vibrant's a good word for it. Like an illusion of what reality actually is, I guess. So yeah, I mean that's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, that is what it's about. Good concept. Yeah, like a fake world. He's taking on blue. Okay. Bang, bang. In my knee. See, it's already stuck in my head. Yeah, like I said, one of my favorites there, I think, for sure. Captivating rapping. Not a lot of melodic stuff that I wasn't a fan of, which I like. Production was pretty nice as well, although not too different from everything else that we've got on here. Maybe a little long. I don't know if we needed the chorus 3 times, but yeah, you know, thoroughly enjoyable. I would say decently thoroughly enjoyable. That one. And now getting to another one that I quite like, this Call Me Maybe cover that he has done, which pretty nutty that it's 6 minutes, but I remember liking it a lot. Granted, I haven't listened in a minute. I mean, it helps that the original is a timeless pop song. Like, really, Carly Rae Jepsen's the GOAT. And this is a very weird, like, cover of it. I mean, for sure. My way. What inclined him to do this? Maybe it's because he's covering one of the greatest pop songs ever made, and he's a fucking connoisseur. He's got good taste. What can I say? Yeah, and you bring up a good point too. This song within the context of the album is pretty cool. I'll say too, with this one, he's doing the thing that I complained about with the kind of whispery, unconfident melody. But I think it helps here that the original melody is so like good and iconic that it kind of carries it on its own. So the vocal stylings doesn't necessarily matter that much as long as you can kind of just hold the tune, which I think he's doing a decent job of. Yeah. So, Call Me Maybe. Hey, I just met you. And this is crazy. Sorry, I won't. One of these days, I'm gonna break out into full song. Oh yeah, bro, I forgot about this. I forgot about the jerking off lines. I forgot about that. Yeah, I get it. It's so weird to hear lines about fucking jorking off to the melody of Call Me Maybe. It's not like that abundant though, so it's all right. Fun fact, too, this is actually the highest rated on the album, tied with Liara. Is it Lie or A? Liara? Yeah, like, whereas the original Call Me Maybe is more of an upbeat kind of like, you know, a young love, hey, I just met you and this is crazy, like, you know, we might have a spark, give me a call. It's very like optional. Here it's very like desperate. It's like, hey, like, please, I know we just met and this is crazy, but like, just call me, like, call me back. I miss you, you know? I think the way it's recontextualized is pretty cool. Yeah, I was actually thinking of doing Joe Chill World, but I believe this is the most like acclaimed early Devon Hendryx song or album, excuse me. So I wanted to go with this one first. Oh, half a love song, interesting. And another video game reference with Mass Effect. Yeah, here it does feel like it goes a little long. Like the fact we have 2 minutes left and all the like this is all there is for lyrics. And we got 2 minutes left. I mean, and from what I remember, the instrumental doesn't go in like a crazy place, so, you know. Another wrestling thing, right? This is WWE in the background. You know, I will say, I do remember this instrumental being worse than it actually is in this moment. I'm liking this like little mellow outro a lot more than I remember. Yeah, the chord progression is very nice. And the way like there's like faint, wet, like reverby vocals in the back is pretty cool. Adds to the texture nice. And then some more moans for the road. But yeah, that was Call Me Maybe, the cover. I mean, has to be the strangest cover of this Carly Rae Jepsen song. I believe there are a decent amount of them. But yeah, I think it is in its own weird little gross kind of strange Devon Hendryx sort of way. I think it's cool. And one of my favorites, I think. The album is a grower, not a shower. Yeah, I mean, I am definitely getting that vibe. This is definitely giving me big grower energy. I think he had a TV on in the back while we're like, why though? Just turn the TV off. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. I know he was recording in the back. And granted, I don't want to judge too hard for like not having the like, because it's fine if you don't have access to a full studio or anything. But like, if it's intentional too, it's one thing. But like, you're telling me that there's not a single place on earth you can go that's quiet and doesn't have stuff in the background. I don't know. It's just strange to me. And I don't like just not hitting me personally, I guess. Okay, but now getting to track number 14. We're gonna just call it Punani number 3. Actually, I'll just Pussy number 3. I can say Pussy. I've already said fuck, but I wouldn't draw the line with the word pussy. Is this a porn sample again? Probably. I think it's fitting here too. Also, this one's very short. I just realized the sample's the only thing, so it's essentially like instrumental. Yeah, you guys like the porn ambience? I mean, I get it. Like I said, I think it is cool. It's just like, I don't know. It really is like just what you said before. Like you can't put this shit on the speakers because of it. This one's pretty strong though. Again, that drum pattern is really carrying though, I think. Like, I like that, like, triple, like, kind of snare, like, it's cool.
Pussy number 3.
Oh, one more for the road, thank you. Pussy number 3. Yeah, another one I like. We have a nice little, like, 3-song run here with Neon Kitchen, Call Me Maybe, and Pussy number 3. For whatever reason, I just found the instrumental a little bit more intriguing than other stuff, especially with that, like, kind of speed up of the drums in the beginning. I guess spamming burger number 3. That's funny, though. That is funny. But yeah, I thought, dude, I really, there's no better way to make me lose track of my thought than reading chat. I don't know why I even try to like get my own like thoughts on songs and then just look at chat and get distracted. Not your guys' fault, by the way. I'm just get distracted too easily. Pussy number 3, yeah. Back to Pussy number 3, yeah. Not too much to say about that one, no vocals, but the sample was nice. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit, even though it was, you know, just saying Pussy number 3 over and over again. The cadence was cool. But yeah, now Bubblegum Crisis, track number 15. I know you like number. Ooh. Another one of the highest rated too, with 91. You know, I was actually thinking of maybe doing a sample breakdown before I heard this album. And I mean, maybe I just would exclude all the porn ones. If there are interesting samples, it's not out of the question. But any porn ones, I probably would not play. Although, granted, I did, I mean, this one's a little different, but, fun fact, Blue Hair by TV Girl, I believe it samples a porn movie. Like the bum bum ba-dum bum bum. That's from like a porn movie. And I did cover that in a short, and I was able to play it because it wasn't like explicit moaning sounds. But like this is kind of, you know, it would be an issue. But you know, if there's other samples that aren't moans, I could probably play clips of them. And even the ones that are moans, I could still talk about them, I'm sure, but just not play them, you know? Yeah, and that's true. Porn samples are also very hard to find because there is a lot of porn out there, and there's a lot of porn that is no longer available out there. Okay, so I have to assume that they're talking about using a sex toy of some sorts here, which I'm really worried. But melodically speaking, this one is again pretty strong. I'm not gonna say it. 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 Just the moans in here, man. I'm not gonna say it though. I'm not gonna say anything. It's part of the. It's part of the concept. 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 Peggy's take on Loving Machine. Interesting. Oh, you're talking about Ulterior Motives? Is that a song? Loving Machine is a great TV Girl song as well. One of my favorites. And my headphones just said low battery, so that's fun. Should be fine though. Oh, I don't know. Like, this one I really like again, but just some things really hold it back for me. Like those moan ad-libs, bro. Get out of here with that. And like, I don't know, this one feels like it's gonna go on a little long. Like, we've still got a full minute left. Oh, okay. We got a little skit, I think, at the end here, maybe. I think I know the exact audience that got this album rated at 86. Hey, no judgment. You're allowed to like whatever you like, right? Because I might not be liking this too much, but I don't think it's, like, problematic at all. It's just kind of, like, porn gooner brand. I know what you mean though. Okay. So, Bubblegum Crisis. Again, I think that song especially is making me think of why this album is not resonating with me as much. And I think it's just because I went into this expecting a JPEG Mafia project, or at least a early JPEG Mafia project, but this is not really that. This is its own thing. Even though it's the same guy that made it, all of the stuff that I like Peggy's music for, like rash, aggressive rapping and funny kind of, anti-fascist progressive bars, right? None of that is really here. It's mostly just kind of generic lyricism about sex and depression and loneliness. Some stuff lyrically is all right, like Neon Kitchen, like I said, but a majority of it is pretty, just whatever. Sample work. There's barely any sample work in here besides porn. A lot of it, like the main melodies, instrumentals, and percussion are just, fairly standard drums and, ambient synth work, which again, not bad on its own, just not, very JPEG Mafia, like what I expected. And, even just like, instrumentally in general, like not a lot of crazy progressions and transitions and stuff like that. And granted, again, this came out in 2013. He was like 23, 24. So I guess maybe I should have expected maybe more, like less. I should have expected less, maybe, given how early it is in Peggy's career. But like the fact that this has an 86 made me think that despite it not being a JPEG Mafia album in like any sense of the word, that it would still be kind of captivating in similar ways. And not to say that it isn't captivating, it just, the ways that it is are not ways that I think appeal to me, I guess, if that makes sense. And yeah, I mean, we can also definitely listen to Joe Chill World in the future. I might do that, honestly, maybe even next week, depending on how well the sample breakdown video does, which exactly why you guys should view it. Get it to some views. Yeah, baby. But yeah, that song was pretty good though, I think. It was decent. We're reaching the final stretch here. Sorry, I had to burp. Liara, Liar A, whatever it is, how it's pronounced. Again, this is tied for the highest on the album with Call Me Maybe. So, expecting some cool stuff here.
We lost this here.
Yeah, I have a feeling I would like Joe Chill World more if it is more like traditional Peggy.
You can't sleep? We're almost there.
Liara is partially a love song from Liara from Mass Effect, but all of Peggy's lyrics aren't about her. Instead, his best friend that he started to have feelings for, making him question his sexuality. I mean, okay, you know what? That sounds like a pretty cool concept. I'd be thoroughly interested to see Peggy explore that. Especially as a guy like who, he has explored like androgynous themes, I guess, before, and like not even androgynous, more like, more feminine themes and sexuality has been questioned in previous tracks of his, which of course, I'm accepting of all of that. I think that's awesome that he's able to do that in songs like this. I just hope it's rapped about in a intriguing way, in a cool way, I guess is better. That's, how do I say this? I hope it's rapped about in a way that makes me understand his perspective and makes me like really attached to it, I guess. I'm assuming that's a gaming sample. That's a sample from Mass Effect. Yeah, rapping, singing doesn't really matter. I should have just vocals and lyrics in general. 80s job introduction video. Yeah, that's a good comparison too. All right, this one's actually this one's really nice. I think this one is definitely poppier, for sure with the production, which I think it does fit though. It gives me like this kind of like young love, early romance sort of energy. And yeah, I think Peggy's doing a good job of kind of conveying that feeling of I guess yeah, being in love with your best friend. Especially too, I like the little detail that they both have partners in this scenario, which makes him, I'm sure, even guiltier and more confused about his feelings. You know, this is an interesting thing to deliberate on in song, and I think he's doing a good job at exploring that topic. Granted, whether it's based in reality or not, you know, we don't know. Maybe he's just kind of doing a thought experiment kind of thing, but still, it's cool. Yeah, this is eyeing up to be my favorite as well. Yeah, great line there. If we get together, it's like love in a whirlwind. Can I just say though, this is exactly why I wanted the lyrics up, because this part, even before a little bit, it was hard. This part, I literally, if I didn't have the lyrics up, I'd have no fucking clue what he's saying. And granted, it's half of it's because the vocals are mixed insanely low. He's like whispering almost, and the other half is just because I don't have good perception of words when I'm listening to a mute song for the first time. So, hence why I think it's a little bit of a necessity, for me at least. Oh, good stretch. Oh, yep, and some
You can't sleep
We're almost there.
some moans for the road, of course.
already.
I hope everyone is ready.
You don't need to worry about that.
Okay. Yeah. That was Liara. That was probably my favorite, or at the very least one of my favorites. Feel like I pretty much said all that needed to be said about that song already. But yeah, lyrical themes were really nice. Very a breath of fresh air for this album, I think. And yeah, production was one of the strongest here. I really like the happier, more upbeat sound. I think it fit the theme well. And melodically speaking as well, Peggy did super strong. I think too, the samples in there, like of what I'm assuming is Liara from the what was it, Mass Effect? What did you say it was from? Yeah, Mass Effect. So yeah, I think the concept, it was all tied together very, very nicely. I think this one was really cool, and I think this one especially too shows kind of what Peggy would become, which I think is very awesome to hear retroactively. Or retrospectively, excuse me. But yeah, now getting to the penultimate track here, or I guess the penultimate track, because we are going to listen to Sakura. Oh, Superman. And you say the sample's Liara but reversed, which that could be pretty cool. I hurt my finger. Very spacey, this one. Reminds me of some beach house almost. Oh wait, it is. Yeah, it is Liara reversed. That's pretty cool. So these two probably run into each other pretty well. Reverse like percussion in there as well. Very this one to me is definitely the most trippy, like hypnotic kind of, what's it called, hypnagogic, that I don't know how to pronounce that word, but I know it, like that kind of like psychedelic kind of thing. I think this one is giving me the most like of that vibe, which I think is just coming purely from the fact that it's like reversed of a previous track, and I think it's cool. It's cool. Although lyrically and vocally, again, not doing too much. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, with this one, I'm getting the vibe that like this song is more about like wishing for a Superman to come, either, you know, put you out of your misery if you're feeling depressed, or kind of just like an actual, just I want to be saved, you know, like come save me from myself almost. I don't know if I'd like that one though myself. Just felt kind of. I mean, it would be cool maybe if it was tied to the previous track. I could see that going kind of well. But yeah, let's just segue into Entitled 3, since I kind of said all I wanted to say about this one. Can we get a moan count? Can we get a moan count in chat? Oh, is he gonna kill himself on this one? Oh no. It's from the Ghost Stories English dub. Oh, interesting. I don't know what that is, but I'll believe you. This like beeping, it almost sounds like a heart rate monitor, or maybe like a microwave or some shit. I think that's a little, it's cool in there, like a nice little bit to add to the ambiance. I'll tell you the line, life is an FPS. Whoa. Damn. Okay, production. Why are we going kind of crazy with the like orchestral like choir? This is pretty sick. Very closer. Gives cinematic closer vibes. Yeah, this is pretty nutty ball knowledge, y'all. Is Ghost Stories like an anime? I'm not too tapped in. Is that it? Yeah, it's just like 15 seconds of silence. Okay, so yeah, that was the Ghost Pop tape, the original at least. Yeah, it's an anime from the early Fire. Maybe I should check it out. If it's good, I'll check it out. But yeah, that was the Ghost Pop tape by Devon Hendryx, aka JPEG Mafia. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this might be my hottest take. I really did not like this project that much. I think I explained it pretty well with my reaction to Bubblegum Crisis, I believe. I think just everything that was that I go into JPEG Mafia albums for, or like that I enjoy JPEG Mafia albums for, was not really present here. Like, you know, not a lot of sample work besides, you know, porn. And but there are certain cool samples on here. Lyrically speaking, not a lot of interesting moments. They were kind of few and far between. Although the concept overarching throughout this album I think is pretty cool. And then melodically speaking, yeah, didn't really do much for me a majority of the time. I can understand people saying like this is a grower, like I said, and I will, you know, I'll give it a few more spins, some of my favorite tracks here, and kind of see how I start feeling it as I kind of get more familiar with it. But as of right now, I think OGM, I'm feeling like probably like a 5, or maybe like a 6, like not probably closer to a 5, honestly. Maybe even a high 4. Like I don't know. There's like a lot in here that I just felt did nothing for me. Because, you know, production was good consistently, but even that got very samey by the end of it with that, you know, just mellow synths, ambience, like background stuff. And yeah, I mean, for a record so highly acclaimed, I can't lie and say I'm not a little bit disappointed. But, you know, it's okay. Not everything, you know, is gonna hit for me. And this is what reactions are for, baby. Because now, could you imagine in 3 weeks this becomes my favorite album of all time, and then I have to watch this reaction back and be like, wow, I was such a fucking idiot, right? And yeah, I would listen. I want to. I don't know, guys, because like these bonus tracks are like, they're all like 6 fucking minutes, dude. Like Sakura is 2 minutes. We'll listen to Sakura because it's 2 minutes, but these other, I do not want to listen to like 20 more minutes of this stuff. If anything, I will listen in my own time. And so yeah, let's get into Sakura. We'll do the bonus. Then we're gonna do the final song of the stream, which I'm saving as a surprise, although you might be able to guess it. And then we will be dropping the JPEG Mafia experimental rap sample breakdown, bitch. Let's do it. Oh, and I forgot favorite and least favorite tracks, but we'll do that after this one. You ever Communist Snow? Holy fuck, I can't speak. Communist Slow Jams is pretty sick too. Love the title too. That's hilarious. Interesting little like vocal like that, but I think it works here. Again, vocals are a little quiet for me, but I think this one is pretty interesting production-wise. I think it's a nice little vibe. I can see why it's the most streamed for sure. I actually think I'm gonna like skim through the remaster as well. Oh, sorry, I skipped like that last bit of the album, but or the last bit of the song. But yeah, that was pretty nice. Nothing too standout-ish, I guess, but yeah, it was nice. Definitely fits the previous songs too. So. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to listen to a lot of these remaster tracks too, because I'm curious how much they improve or even disprove or whatever the opposite of improve is. I wonder how much they change the mixing to be for better or for worse. Yeah, that's pretty nice, I guess. Nice little closer. So yeah, I guess we can include that in my favorite tracks because it was one of my favorites, even though it's not on the original 18 tracks, I suppose. But let's go favorites and least favorites. Favorites, I'm gonna go heart emoji. Behold a Pale Horse. We'll also do Neon Kitchen 4, Pussy Number 3, and Liara, and I guess Sakura. And then least favorites, we'll go probably like HBK, Ballad of a Poor Man. I mean, Ballad of a Poor Man was pretty good, actually. God Bless My Homegirls was a little long. Untitled 2, like, not a lot of least favorites, because like a lot of this album to me was just kind of like a little bit of like a pretty consistent slog, where everything kind of hovered around like the meh range. Like there was no outwardly like bad stuff besides maybe the one which I'm forgetting. Which one had the most moaning? Probably my least favorite. So yeah, I guess yeah, favorites previously mentioned. Heart emoji, Pale Horse thing, what else? Pale Horse, Neon Kitchen, Call Me Maybe, Pussy Number 3, and Liara. Yeah. Now let's get to the surprise song I wanted to. Actually, you know what? This will be fun. Actually, let's see if I can do this. Okay. I want to check real quick if it's if I can actually show this here. But because I don't know if I want to show you guys any of the back end of my channel, or if I can show you guys any of the back end of my channel. But as we speak right now, I'm going to the experimental rap sample breakdown on YouTube, and I'm making it public, baby. Okay. Yeah, I think we can show this. Okay. Boom. It's cropped a little weird, but it's fine. Ready, go, guys? Scheduled, public, baby. Should I premiere it? Y'all? Nah, it's fine. We don't need a premiere. We're fucking fine. There we go, gang. It's officially public. Woohoo! And as a celebration for that video being public, we'll now listen to Valentine's Freestyle 2026, baby. This song, by the way, washes all of experimental rap. I'm not even joking. This song is so fucking peak. Way better than last year's freestyle. And even that song is really good. But holy shit. Like, this is so fucking peak. And it really, like, we went from Ghost Pop Tape to this. Like, what an artistic progression, truly. Regardless of my thoughts on Peggy, like, you gotta respect that.
You know, sweet.
Everything about J-Pen sound like.
Look, these rappers be cranking out bullshit. Step in the booth, start yelling out lies. Made back all white like Cool Whip. And Frank, I'ma right till I die. I'm tired of bucking in my talks with the Kimber.
That's a crazy line too. And Frank, I'ma right till I die. That's so. Is that offensive? I can't even tell if that's offensive or not.
Spank with the Beretta M9. Rap.
Oh yes, I was gonna mention this. Okay, so the version of this is mentioned in the video, I think. Or actually, no. I did not mention in the video, but I was gonna pin a comment. There is the Bandcamp version of Degenerate's Prayer. You are correct. That contains a DMX sample in the beginning, and then it's more of a gospel-y sound. You guys could also see that the video is labeled as part 1. If you watch it, you will explain why it's a part 1. But long story short, I plan to do a second video of these when maybe even more samples come out of this album, because I think a lot of them are still missing. So yeah, that will also be included. Probably the sample on this as well will also be included in that part 2 video to add some runtime. But yeah. Shout out the different version of the Generous Prayer. It's way better, in my opinion. Like that sample, oh my god. So simple. We need more R&B rapping, Peggy.
How you on the sideline hating when the money in the car with your broke ass?
Yeah, honestly, with the cut. Wait, sorry. I need to pause more when I actually speak because I can't hear myself speak, and it makes me mess up all my words. Probably when he drops the director's cut. Depends though. If enough samples come out, like, and he doesn't do the director's cut like for a while, I might even do it earlier. We'll see though.
I know that life take tolls. I've been on my own lane, never easy pass reach when I teach. The snub notes reach to your speech. How I know that your wife is a freak. All my hoes love me in a different way. I know my bitches do the spots and I play for the face. I said baby girl, they be sprinting in a different race. They talk a big game, but it's always wedding cake. Never been to water stay, only vacate. Always in front of shit, it don't really affect me. And I don't give a fuck as long as the sets here. Chromed out jet skis, where they headed after this protest. The JPEG chain is a flex, but I don't flex. The Kel-Tec brain short armor, it's not Rex. I melt those chains and a pinch for the whole set. They rich like Dame liquidating.
And he's even doing the like faster flow here, but I feel like it works so much better on the R&B stuff. Even something on like New Era or what's the one with Buzzy Lee on Experimental Rap? Is it No Strippers in Heaven, that one? But those like more R&B focused tracks, I feel like the faster flow weirdly still works.
Assets, the money and the
it works better, I mean.
Under the rock that pick patches. Ice everywhere with the stick, I'm hitting hat.
Bridge on fire.
Even monetize when you be crashing. How you on the sideline hating when the money in the car with your broke ass? Niggas like you at the bus stop, I'ma call a black car for us. I know that life take tolls. I've been on my own lane, never easy pass reach when I teach. The snub notes reach to your speech. How I know that your wife is a freak. These rappers be cranking out bullshit. Step in the booth, start yelling out lies. Made back all white like Cool Whip. And Frank, I'ma right till I die. I'm tired of bucking in my talks with the Kimber. Get spanked with the Beretta M9. Rap game, look, keep they want nigga shit. But when a nigga really come out, they be crying.
The piano is so sick. Like even the dubstep elements is so cool. Oh yes, happy fun fact too about this. My he actually gets a shout out in the video that just dropped, the experimental rap. But my friend Tibbs, he's from Brazil, and I was like, at first I was like, oh, why did Peggy drop this in the middle of fucking June? And then he texted me and he was like, did you know it's Valentine's Day in Brazil? And I was like, yo, that's crazy. But yeah, banger fucking song. But yeah, happy belated, I guess, Brazilian Valentine's. We'll go back to it here. But yeah, the video, as you can see, out now, baby. Hell yeah. Yeah, there she is. Wait for it. There she is, baby. So, yeah. Every Symbol on JPEG Mafia's new album, Experimental Rap Part 1, out now. Go give that a watch. Thank you all for watching this stream. Yeah, that's pretty much all. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction, even though I didn't love it too much. The album, that is. And thank you guys all for joining. Regardless how I feel about an album, it's always fun to talk to all y'all in chat. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the new video. I will see you guys all for Friday. Next stream, baby. Whoa! Alright.